Page 57. There's two things here. There's a warm-up in G and chords in G. I'll cover them all here. At the top of the page they talk about the 5-finger scales for G. G starts on G. And you put your hands in a G position somewhere, wherever they are, according to music, and you're just using the 5 notes. It's a 5-finger scale. Yeah. That's it. Simple as that. Well, that's the lesson for today, boys and girls. Here, let's go on. They say the tonic is a G. Well, I got problems now. You see, every key has its own key signature, and they haven't introduced key signatures to you yet. But they're already talking about the key of G, because they're saying tonic is a G. Well, the only way tonic is a G is if you're in the key of G, because the tonic is according to what key you're in. Remember, we're in C major, the tonic is C. So we're talking G major here, and I won't get into the details of it. If you're really curious, go do my scale video on G major. 1 octave up and down, just learn it. But in the key of G major, you're starting on G, therefore the tonic is G, and the dominant, remember the 5th step, the dominant then would be a D. That's in the key of G major. On warm up in G, 4/4 time, lots of quarter notes and whatever going on, and all we're doing is these 5-finger scales. It's the slurs and the staccatos are important, and I recommend if you want a nice finger staccato, if you want to do a hand or a wrist staccato, that's fine. Did I mention that this motion, some people they call it a wrist staccato, and some people call it a hand staccato? Kind of depends on what country you're from or how your musical background. You're liable to hear either one. I typically do a wrist staccato, that's what I was taught, but I have learned that other people call it different. Okay. If it's really fast, it's easier to do a wrist. Just bump, bump, bump. And then you got to move down here. Like so. And that's it. Then at the bottom of the page they talk about the chords in G. Well, they work the same way as the chords in C. In C you were here for the tonic chord or the 1 chord, and you were here for the dominant or 5 chord. Well, in the key of G, its tonic is here. Recognize it? Because it's the dominant in the key of C, but it's the tonic in the key of G. Now, I'll give you a moment to recover if you do this. And then the dominant in the key of G would be the 5th step, so it would be up here. And there's an F sharp on that. They're not using the dominant, they're doing the 2-note dominant 7th. And the dominant 7th is here. And they're only using the top and bottom notes. So they put the C on the bottom. That's what they're calling a dominant 7th for now, and that's okay. We'll get to the other later. I don't mean to scare you off with all this fancy stuff. I just have a tendency I want to understand the root or the underlying what's going on. So we have a 1 chord or a tonic chord in G, and we have the 5/7 chord or the dominant 7 chord in G. We're just going to go here, and that's it. And that's the chord in G. You got broken chords. You got block chords. Okay. But I want to do both of these. We'll count us in and do the warm-up, and then I'll count us in again and we'll do the chords. Just give us practice at playing stuff. You see, most people when they go through these books, the tendency is to skip this kind of stuff. Oh, there's nothing there. I didn't bother that. And fine, do it if that's what you want to do, but I really believe you're missing out on some important parts of learning to play the piano, and that is you got some music here to play. It doesn't sound like much, but it's music, so play it. You don't have to spend a lot of time on it, but at least go through and play it and make sure you understand everything here. Something I need you to keep in mind, please, is your standard of how well you're playing these. I hope it's high. Make yourself do these as accurately as you possibly can. in that chords in G, the bottom line. When you play block chords, please listen carefully to try and get all of those notes down at the same time. I have problems with it. Lots of people do. You just keep working at it. That last measure with both hands, you got 6 notes playing all at the same time. Can you really get all 6 down at the same time? So you may want to work on that. It's good practice. Put your hand in that position, you lower the hands at the same time. Okay. So go ahead and put your hands in G position. I'll give us 4 counts. Let's start. 1, 2, ready, go. Rest. 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 Put your hands in G position again. I'll give us 3 counts for the chords in G. 1, ready, go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. Off.